TV Mohandas Pai completed his graduation in commerce from St. Joseph's College of Commerce, Bangalore, and a bachelor's degree in law from the Bangalore University. He is a fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. In 1994, TV Mohandas Pai joined Infosys and served on the board of the company till 2011. As the CFO of Infosys, he transformed Infosys into one of the world's most respected and widely known software services companies. He formulated the first publicly articulated financial policy for the company and played a key role in branding the company among the investor community and enhancing transparency and disclosure levels. The Infosys annual report, under his supervision, has won the top awards consistently from the Institute of Chartered Accountants and from the South Asian Federation of Accountants. Mohan was an integral part of the Infosys team that enabled the first listing of an India-registered company on NASDAQ and the first sponsored secondary offering of American depository shares by an Indian company. He was voted CFO of the Year in 2001 by IMA India. He won the Best CFO in India award from Finance Asia in 2002. He was also adjudged Best Chief Financial Officer in India in the Best Managed Companies poll conducted by Asia Money in 2004. He has been active in working with regulators to improve the business ecosystem in the country. He was a member of the Kelkar Committee constituted by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India, for reforming direct taxes, the Non-Resident Taxation Committee, the High-Powered Committee on E-Commerce and Taxation. He is a member of the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Mohan is also a trustee of the International Financial Reporting Standards Foundation, a body that oversees the International Accounting Standards Board. He also works with the union government and state governments in the fields of education, IT, and business. Well, he has been working with decision makers to improve the quality of education and the availability of skilled manpower in the country. With a vision to create over 1.2 million jobs for Karnataka by 2020, he is a key member of Karnataka ICT Group, KIG, that was constituted to examine the global changes being driven by a knowledge economy and to realign Karnataka's ICT policies to meet the challenges of the future and sustain its growth. The KIG brings together stakeholders from various sectors to ensure a well-coordinated, balanced and equitable growth path for the state.
So just switch gears a little bit and talk about your role as part of the IT Vision Group.
The government set up an IT task force and a vision group to develop a vision for Karnataka in 2020. People in India and in Karnataka don't understand the importance of Bangalore. Today, Bangalore has about 12 lakh people working in IT and IT services and startups. And these 12 lakh people produce a revenue something like 2,25,000 to 2,50,000 crores. There's an enormous amount of revenue that is being generated. A large part of the city's economy depends on IT. A large part of the state taxes come from IT. And it is a very large part of the formal employment. Just imagine without IT in Bangalore, where will be employment in the state of Karnataka? And I'm told that from data, because development has been all in the south of Karnataka. And we wrote it as developing tier 2 cities, including creating incubators, including helping startups, and including improving infrastructure, having better lives in the government, etc. Many of the things have happened, many of the things have yet to happen. We are very sure that 85-90% of the vision will achieve irrespective of government, which has become the template for many of the states, which has become a role model for many of the states. In 1997, we wrote the first IT policy and we created the Triple IT in Bangalore, which is now the best Triple IT in this country.
Today, Mr. Pai is the chairman of Manipal Global Education.
In Manipal Group, we are basically focused on education and health. And education implies that we improve the quality of education and we expand and give people. So we created a new university in Jaipur. We have universities in Malaysia, in Nepal, in Antigua, in Dubai. And we're trying to slowly improve the quality. Satya Nadella is CEO of Microsoft, is from Manipal. And Rajesh Suri, the CEO of Nokia, Ericsson, globally is from Manipal. Inspired by life. So compassion. a very paternalistic organization driven by compulsion, driven by compassion.
Passion to get things done. I do believe that he's still not past his prime.
He has the power of the imagination. He's a person with lots of ideas and also the ability to look at the minute details of execution, and is a perfectionist. He drives you till you get it right. It's sometimes difficult, but I think he stretches the limits of our possibilities.
He's principled, extremely knowledgeable, loves debate, loves disagreement, allows for the complete degree of empowerment I need to succeed.
So whatever that I am today, that's because of him.
Mohan is an extraordinary human being. He's a man with big vision, big dreams, compassionate heart, and he can be tough at the same time while being compassionate.
I'm very gifted that today I'm working for the chairman of the Manipal Global Education Services, Mr. TV Mohandas Pai, who is a global figure, who has got the Padma Shri Award, and I'm so proud of him and proud to be a professional secretary.
With a keen interest in improving literacy across the country, mainly in primary education, he along with others founded the Akshay Patra Foundation, Bangalore, in 2000 to start a midday meal program for school children. Akshay Patra aims not only to fight hunger, but to also bring children to school.
No, Akshay Patra started as a project to do something for society with Madhu Pandit, who was the chief of ISKCON. I'd gone to the temple in '97 as it being built because somebody told me something is getting done there, and I saw it, and I said I'll contribute 5 rupees a day. I mean, I didn't have an income those days. 5 rupees a day was a big amount. And for 2 years or 3 years, I didn't pay the money. I just forgot about it. Then one day, suddenly occurred to me that I must go. So I called up my friend Abhay Jain and told him I'm going. He said, you go meet Madhu Pandit, I'll talk to him. So I and my wife went together. We entered the temple, went through 108 steps and walked all through, and we're going out. We couldn't find him. Suddenly I heard a voice, Mohan, what are you doing here? I turned around and saw Swami Ananda Tita there. Ananda Tita had come and met me when I was in Prakashli. I knew him and he had been in touch with me. And then I said, I want to meet Madhu Pandit. So he took me to Madhu Pandit and I complimented him and said, he built this huge temple, it's fantastic for Bangalore. How much money do you spend? He said, he spent 35 to 40 crores. Then I told him, let's do something else for the community. He said, what? I said, why don't you start a midday meal program? And then I recounted the story of MGR and what he had done. MGR was a poor child and he knew hunger, because most of us don't know hunger. Hunger is a big problem in India, biggest killer in India. So I said, why don't you have a midday meal program? And I said, because of MGR, for 25 years of his rule, children have grown 2 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier, infant mortality is down, female mortality is down. MGR had done all this because he felt for the poor. If the children of India starve because of want of food and poverty, what is the point of having a parliament, a judiciary? What is the point of having a huge budget? What is the point of all these big glorious things when your children are starving? He said, okay, I'll feed 1,500 children provided you give me a vehicle. I said, I'll give you a vehicle. So today we feed 14 lakh children every day. We spend 250 crores. We don't have a corpus. And we said we'll not have a corpus because we believe a corpus is capitalization of misery. If you solve the misery today by spending money today, you won't have misery tomorrow. So we said we must have an expiry date. We are a social organization. We are an NGO. We are not a business. We should have an expiry date. And it was solved. We made a study and that said that this has benefited more the girl child more than the boys, because the boys, by the time they come to 8th, 9th and many school drop out, they want to work or do something else. But the girls come and they stick on and they get a good education. Because I firmly believe if you educate all the women in this country, all the young girls, give them a good college education, even if they don't get a job, we will change society. Because I firmly believe women are the one who change society in the end of it. And no, you are there, Aruna. You're working so hard. Rama is there. Kiran Mazumdar Shah is there in BPAC. You got Revati Ashok in BPAC. Wonderful people. I wish more and more women come forward and work in the sector, lead. Because I think wherever women come, there's compassion. Wherever women come, they'll focus on children. They'll focus on education. They'll focus on the family. At the end of it, society exists to make people's lives better. And the women are so very focused on improving the quality of life for everybody.
Today, the Akshay Patra program is the world's largest not-for-profit run midday meal program, serving wholesome food to over 1.4 million children from 10,770 schools across 10 states in India. His accomplishments over the years towards strengthening industry and commerce, from policy to results on the ground, and of course the care and compassion he has lavished on the poor and the needy, made him a favorite to be honored with the prestigious Padma Shri Award, one of the highest civilian honors in the country.
Bangalore has 600,000 people in IT. This industry employs 3 million people. 3 million people, the second largest in the world. And you'll all be surprised to know the industry in Bangalore is extremely sophisticated. India has the largest number of chip designers in the world, 80,000 in Bangalore. India has aircraft designers, automobile designers, designers of all sorts using IP, which is used by Western companies to sell for us. The Apple product that you get has this operating system and much of the software done in India. The Airbus 380, the double-decker Airbus, the aircraft wings were designed by a company in Bangalore.
So Mohan, you've been credited with being one of the visionaries in setting up the Electronic City Industries Association. Tell us a little bit about what were you thinking of when it was.
No, it started with the crisis we had when we had a two-lane road going to Electronic City. We got together and said, let's form a high-powered industry association. And then we fought to get the road done up. And because the road was not done up, at one point of time, we got together and Vijay Kale drove road roller onto the road and we called the media and we blocked the traffic. You know, India doesn't plan for growth. We are a country which is used to shortages and rationing. And the government can only manage the shortages and rationing. They cannot manage surpluses. They cannot manage enhanced demand. They cannot manage growth. And Electronic City is a standing example. 150,000 people work there. Maybe $10 to $12 billion of revenues come out of there. We're the largest, most wealthy industrial estate in India, run very well. And we had to fight so much. Now we're fighting to get the metro. I do hope all of you will get together and go meet the Chief Minister and tell him priority has to be given to Electronic City and to Whitefield for the stage 2 of the metro. We also said that we want to run the industrial estate, which stands as an example of what industry ought to do. In a very pathetically managed country like India, it's important for stakeholders to come together and take over. Now we went to the Chief Secretary and the Secretary for IT, especially Mr. Aysan Prasad, and we got the notified area done. So now we are independent. You collect your own taxes, you give it some to the panchayat, and you run it yourself, manage it yourself, you got infrastructure. That shows that you have developed a feeling of community, and I'm very proud of Electronic City. It's a standing example of what industry can do. It requires good leadership. It requires the larger companies to be generous. Let's go get the metro done. The metro should not be put in the back burner and postponed to the next phase. Maybe 200,000 vehicles will be off the road every day. 100,000 cars, maybe 100,000 two-wheelers. And the cumulative impact for the city will be tremendous.
Nurturing manufacturing, electronics manufacturing.
Yes, the tragedy of India is that we don't have ESGM companies, we don't have electronic manufacturing companies importing $45 billion. We need people from industry to work with the government and spend more time and change the policy, bring new things in. Bangalore and India requires hundreds of problem solvers. You are the privileged lot of this country. So you have an obligation, please do that.
Under his visionary leadership, LCA has become one of the most prestigious and respected industrial estates in the country. The LCA family takes this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Pai on receiving the Padma Shri for his yeoman contribution to industry and wishes him the very best in all his endeavours. We're truly proud of you, Mohan.